descent like statistics.
Alright, let's get started. So, tec27 against Probe1, titans of the game, up against each other. And on Andromeda, game number 1. So you guys want to introduce the players while I sort out all this shit?
The brown Zerg in the bottom left is Probe1, and the teal Terran in the top right is tec27. I have to say, from the very beginning, I totally respect Probe1's decision not to split his drones, just send them all to the minerals. You're only going to spend unnecessary time worrying about it. It's definitely for the best.
No, I completely agree there. I mean, if you do spend, like, you can try to be really kind of, fancy and, like, split your drones up and stuff, but then suddenly, you spend all this time splitting and, you haven't actually built another...
And he confirms right what we're talking about.
Immediately.
Alrighties. Doesn't have the APM to split. I mean, that's why, people play StarCraft 2 for a reason, and that is one of the reasons. Because, I mean, your fingers get slow as you get older, and, I mean, it's really tough. I mean, you think about it, there's like 4 things to click in like a few seconds.
Your knees start hurting, and you start calling humid as close.
Yeah, that's
being
a
old
sure
is
sign
not a great age.
Great. That is my quote of the night. Being old is not a great age.
Wait, someone's saying we need to go back.
What? Why?
Because I didn't actually get her on camera. I didn't get tec27 split, apparently.
Well, tec27 split doesn't matter. It was just a bit sloppy. Probe1's was non-existent. That's the game you guys are watching.
I think I had tec27's on camera. I'm not 100% sure though. I definitely had him on the screen, but I was like doing the overlays and shit, so I didn't even notice.
You are terrible. And I said, like, I'm the king of terrible, so I know.
What? I have to do other things. God. Alrighty, so we'll have to see. I mean, Probe1 went for a 12 pull on this map in ZP.
Well, he's gone for a 12 hatch this time. Or 10 hatch, maybe?
11? It's 11. No, it's 12. He has
My
11 drones
God.
now, so it's 12. It's a 12 hatch.
But he hatched 2 afterwards.
Well, slow?
Who knows? He knows what he likes.
SC2
Torenhire
hatch.
says that his split was awesome. 2 SCVs weren't mining.
Oh, okay.
Behind the minerals. That is fantastic.
Alright, so basically he's doing this 2-rax build that he did on Destination against Intrigue. And we'll have to see it works as well as it did in that game. I think it was fairly successful until he went for the 3rd rax and stuff. But I mean, the bunker rush itself was fairly successful, and that could work on this map. I mean, the Overlord's kind of out of position at Probe1's natural. And I feel like you could hide a bunker on the ramp.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that he's not actually sending out the SCV to try for a bunker.
Because, I mean, bunkers are great. I mean, if you can get a bunker down...
Here's the SCV on the way down. The SCV's coming in from the right-hand side. So he could very well send a bunker with that one as it arrives. I mean,
Yeah, but on a map
the
like
hatch will be
this...
there. You just don't have anything to stop it. Oh, it's a long burst distance, yeah. And the 2 Zerglings are already coming out.
And just the fact that it's a 4-player map, so if you wanted to bunker rush, you probably needed to send out the 2 SCVs at least.
Alrighty, so people are still talking about tec27 split that we never actually saw on camera, so...
What's really funny is that it's just as we were looking at Probe1 not bothering to split, tec27 managed to, like, and we were saying, like, oh, it's good that you didn't try and split because sometimes you can really just fuck that up, and then the comparison is tec27 completely destroying himself with the worst possible split.
Yeah. Alright, the music has, like, stopped. I'm like, oh no, it's back. I was really awkward. For a second there, I was adjusting the sound and the music stopped, like, as I was adjusting it, and I'm like, did I break it? tec27 really not a fan of main-arting his drones. Or building drones, in fact. Has 3 lava just sitting in his natural. And,
Oh, you mean Probe1.
what did I say?
One thing...
The drone takes an SCV.
First blood is spilled. Well, not first blood. Some blood. Blood
And
is
Zerglings
spilled.
spilled on the ramp.
One thing I do like about tec27 that he never seems to get supply blocked, and for a player, I don't want to. Well, I guess I can't say. Yeah, as bad as he is, he never seems to get supply blocked.
I think
Yeah, he just has one SCV that doesn't build supply depots, it seems, which isn't bad.
it's a good habit to get into. I think, like, it's better to be over than under. I mean, you know, you're like wasting minerals at some point in the game, but getting supply blocks can hurt you so much more when, you know, you're like, oh, okay, and I start my tank, oh, I'm supply blocked, and suddenly, you know, Hydralisks come and kill you or something. It's one of those things I think it's really kind of like, if you get that down, suddenly, you know, you just, your play is just better overall. Looks like it's going to be 2-hatch Muta here from Probe1. Unfortunately, he doesn't really seem to...
what's happened before when it looks like 2-hatch Muta, though.
Yeah. He's actually...
The question is
he saving?
He's saving, but he's making more drones. Like, he doesn't get 2-hatch Muta. Like, he doesn't get it yet. So basically...
The question is, will he get supply blocked when it's time to make mutas?
I think so. I think he will, because he's not making an Overlord, and he's making drones. He's just making drones. He's putting up a second gas, and he's making drones. So he's
I have to say, I do like tec27's mass up with a bunch of Marines go when you've got Stim and, well, he's not researching the U238 shells, but he got it last time. But he's just going to expand behind it while he puts on an immensity of bio pressure with the firebats. Like,
no, and yeah, he's getting the shells out now, so he's going to have that range. And hasn't started +1 yet. I feel like that if he'd started +1 earlier, he could have had it for this push, but no. And Probe1 once again getting the really early Hydralisk den and Zerglings, and oh, there's an Overlord, but he has no lava, so
he's morphing 3 Overlords from his natural, one of them hatched, but he's got 2 more on the way.
He remembered a little bit earlier this time, but still, he can make
he's
2
saved.
meters.
He has banked 700 gas, and then the Hydra Den and the Spire get scanned at the same time.
It's like
he's got 2 Mutalisks on his main and 1 on his natural.
It's like he's so close to doing it properly, and then he just fucks everything up, and it turns out to be horrible. Like, there was a point in his build
the
where...
The irony is that if tec27 stays at home and doesn't pressure, like, it looks like he's just gonna... sorry. Look after that expansion with the bio. Yeah. Then by the time he hits Probe, he's going to have Lurkers researched. He's going to have enough Mutalisks to be a problem at home. And he's got +1 flyer attack on the way already, so...
Once again...
If they both keep playing like this, Probe isn't in nearly as bad a position as it looks like.
I'm disappointed that he didn't, like, get the armor upgrade. I think armor upgrade is fantastic in ZVT, specifically just because Marines attack.
Their damage output is all in tiny shreds.
But anyway, I mean, you know, you can't win every battle. Turrets going up for tec27, kind of haphazardly placed all around his base, but I mean, they're kind of, you know,
the bio is starting to move out.
And considering there's more turrets than there are Mutalisks on the map, I think he's going to be totally fine to defend home here. The fact is they are fairly spread out though, so if...
And he's going to hit SCVs before the turrets are finished in the natural. And all of a sudden Probe1 is doing damage. Well, no, he's just attacking a shell of a turret now.
Sick micro. He totally moved them in.
He's
and
at least stacking them. Like, he like, plainly he understands what he's supposed to be doing. And he is picking off the Marines at the edges, he's picking off the SCVs building the turrets. He can get a few free hits on that Geyser if he wants.
He can kill the Ragnasaur. That'd be
definitely kill the Ragnasaur. I never understood why they're called Ragnasaurs. I mean, given that they're big spider creatures. Oh, is he just gonna go toe-to-toe with that turret? And he's gonna get it as well, without taking any losses. And the SCV building the next turret, the firebat's loose. I mean, the truth is that these are keeping him at home.
Yeah, they're doing their job, and that's...
He's building more Muta though. At this point, I can't imagine that's the wise... Like, I would be going Lurkers now, and he's got two Muta in his natural just sitting there.
The issue here is that these 2-hatch Mutalisks are doing the job that 3-hatch Mutalisks usually do. Also interesting that Probe1 decided to build a macro hatchery instead of, you know, at the minerals. He just put it in between his bases. Kind of weird positioning there. I'm sure there's a really good reason for it though. Something that, you know, we haven't comprehended
yet. He now has 6 Mutalisks just chilling in his main and natural. Rather than out with the rest of his Muta.
Well, I mean, you've got to think, like, these Mutas probably develop quite a bond with each other when they're microing, right? I mean, if you just bring in another Mutalisk, you know, I mean, he hasn't been through everything these ones have, you know, there might be some conflict there. So you're better off just using one group of Mutalisks, you know, use them until they've all expired, and then start with the new group, and that way you preserve the relationships between each Mutalisk. At least that's, I mean, I assume that that's what he's doing.
See, he is in the though. Like, he's not doing badly. Are you suggesting that, like Jadon, he should stack multiple control groups of mutalisks on top of one another, and use them to one-shot turrets? Perfect.
Yeah.
I love it. He's moving in just once again as the bio comes down off the ramp. He's going in towards the main, and tec27 is out of position. Like this isn't bad. And he's picking off the strains, extra SCVs, damaging the barracks.
And he's running away
one
from...
by one, and for some reason he avoids them.
If he can get on this ramp here, like, this ramp is a great position to attack a Mutus, but...
No, he just fails.
Yeah. If he got there a little bit earlier, he could have microed up that, and you're trying to get Marines up a ramp as Mutalisks attack from the top. It's really tough, like, to actually move them up that ramp. But, I mean, he's delaying well here, but at the same time...
Lurker's going behind it. Like, oh, he's transitioning to Hydras now. And I can only assume Lurker aspect's already finished. Like, if it's anything like his previous timings, once again the Marines are out of place, he picks up a few stragglers, he gets the SCV. Like, no, he runs directly into the Marines.
So now he's magic boxing his Mutalisks to keep them spread so that the Marines can focus them down individually really easily.
Well,
and I guess
that's another StarCraft 2 tactic.
No, I think what he is, he feels like he's significantly ahead now, and he's actually trying to BM tec27 a little bit. He's saying, look, I don't even need to stack my Mutalisks to beat you, and so he's gonna magic box them to be like, ha, you know, suck on my StarCraft 2 or whatever, you know, however a StarCraft 2 person thinks.
Yeah, I suppose the sort of question now is, like, he's got the third base, I suppose, like rather than mid only, is the top left main. He's got drones there ready to start pulling in gas. And I suppose he is spending gas at a rate of knots given his muta production. I'd be very curious. Like, he's getting grooved spines for the Hydras, which would seem to indicate that he doesn't intend to go Lurker straight away. I'm not sure how clever that is in his bio.
Yeah, maybe...
I guess is he thinking that tec27 is going mech, despite not seeing a single tech in it?
Maybe, I mean... Yeah, maybe it's just, he's taking a gamble. He's like, I'm pretty sure he's going mech, even though I've only seen bio units
he's just pushing straight in.
Never mind, the Lurkers are morphing.
8 or something, it's ridiculous. 6 morphing, and with more Hydras coming out, and he has the money to morph more if he wants somebody's supply blocked. And I mean, he's building 2 Overlords in his natural, 2 more in his main, and that's how Probe1 produces Overlords, I guess, in fleets, and the Lurkers are down.
Well, no, look, he's playing Hydro Lurk. Hydro Lurk is fine against SK Terran. I mean, assuming that tec27 is going to get vessels up soon.
So he's going to sandwich this. It's going to be grotesque. It looks like Probe1 has him absolutely on the back foot.
Wow, tec27 completely overextending himself there, and suddenly, like, he doesn't have much stuff, right? And Probe1 has a lot of stuff. And that's like, it's an awkward position. I think he's way too slow in his tech here. He stayed. The
desperation to start researching Siege Tank now.
Yeah.
Or Siege Tank. Like, that's just. I mean, it's the right idea, but like, how late is it?
And the magic box mutas are coming over.
That's in case any Thors get built.
Exactly. Someone's suggesting that tec27's saving up gas for retirement. Fair enough. You know, like, petrol prices are just skyrocketing at the moment, so...
If retired people I know are any indication, they don't need to save gas. They'll produce plenty on the way there.
Oh! Wow,
it's an old
BM.
people joke, get it?
BM as fuck. So Joel, biased against old people.
It's just very close to a long time in the bad mood because of it.
Alright.
tec27 is remarkably cost effective back here, and he's still mining, so it's not like this is really interrupting him.
My question is, right, there's like, it's like 5 lurkers here, and there's like a command center and a single tank. So what does tec27 do to deal with the lurkers, right?
Siege Tech is done now. He has Ascan out there, or no, he has Ascan in his main and 3 on that kind of abandoned concept.
Well, he has 3 tanks queued up. So once they all come out, he'll have 4 tanks, and then he'll be in a great position.
Oh, the Marines are picking up the lurkers on the ramp. And the scan goes down, they're in range of the tank, second tank's out. It's not terrible. I mean, certainly it's not completely untenable. He's spotting with the burning command center.
Unfortunately, tec27's out of scans now for... he's gonna have 1 in just a second.
Oh, he's using the Marines. Oh, he was. He walked the Marine right out. Oh, he's got Sky. Perfect.
And so the attack force is cleaned up.
Massing science vessels at this point, he could have done some counter pushing or some counter harass, but he's just sitting. Oh, okay.
Well, he has a science vessel being produced, but he. I was about to say maybe he was supply blocked, but then I realized he's at 42 of 100. The tec27 way.
The tec27 way.
Again, brilliant.
Never
he's always
supply
on
blocked.
top of that supply.
I get supply blocked all the time, and I'm like C, right? So I mean, tec27 is at least C because he never gets supply blocked. So.
Oh god, it's just rallying hydras and producing them in 12s. Like, it's horrific.
He's doing the 3 lava at each hatchery. This is chill style macro, guys.
It's
anyone.
The middle group of hydralisks on the left hand side is just all morph lurkers.
Oh, and Ursidon's
full control.
Ursidon is watching over his brood, yeah. He spawned some lurkers. So these aren't actually on Probe1's team, these are on Ursidon's team. They're gonna go to attack Probe1. What a oh my god. That's disgusting. How did they come out of him? Look how annoying. Like look, this is why you don't have children, because they like glitch you for ages.
You're the only person I know who would see an animal eat 12 eggs, imply that animal has laid those eggs, and say, how did those come out of him? Biology
Are you saying that Ursidons have to be female to give birth? How up to date are you in your Ursidon biology? Because I'm not at all. In case you didn't notice.
In terms of categorization, do you know how many species there are that give birth in the males?
Well, they're not really giving birth. It's laying eggs. It's different. Spawning.
Okay.
It's spawning.
In that case, you've actually gone one step backwards, because at least male seahorses give birth, but even in the case of seahorses, the female lays the eggs. So, way to go, Keaton. Hurry up.
In comes the big attack here, and I'm not quite sure. Well, actually,
well, he's not in bad shape. He's got the vessel out, so he can see those lurkers, and all of a sudden, the extra lurkers are required, and I'm not sure if they'll be enough. Oh, D-Matrix on the Marine. That is beautiful.
Holy shit!
And all of a sudden, that might have changed the pace of the game entirely. I think that D-Red Marine
Pimpus play shit right here. Holy fuck!
Well, this is phenomenal. And all of a sudden, it's 2 lurkers against 1 tank, and the tank is not in bad shape at all. And now it's 1 lurker against 1 tank with extra hydra streaming in, because you can still afford to mass produce those. And I guess the D-Matrix Marine was nice, but it's never going to be enough.
It made that really, like, that was a really efficient engagement. It's just unfortunate that tec27 was so far behind. I feel like he was... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh. Even being far behind, he was still adding supply depots, and if you notice, right now he's at 129 out of 132.
So he's gone down 20 supply, but he's gone up 32 max supply. Oh, what a boss.
Fair play. I have to say, that was the most enjoyable game to watch so far. Like, the fact that those two were so evenly matched was a pleasure.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Alright.